How to choose your kids' vitamins. Let me break it down because this is a load of confusion and actually a lot of it is not that healthy for your kids. So there are simple things you need to look out for to help your child's growth and development and whatever you're looking for. So in essence, the first thing to note is in kids' vitamins, even the NHS recommend that every kid up to the age of 5 should be taking a multivitamin on a regular basis because they can be fussy eaters. They're going to fight you when you try and give them broccoli, and the reality is most kids don't get enough nutrients in their diet. So a multivitamin covers those bases. It's like nutritional insurance for your kids' health so that they can grow and develop, because kids in the UK are now 7 centimeters shorter than European kids on average through a lack of nutrition in their diet. And even the kids' lunchbox is around 82% ultra processed in the UK, which means it's going to be low in nutrition. So we know we need to get nutrition into our kids. So what do I look out for here? Well, first of all, ignore the cartoon characters because they are not related in any way to the quality or the health of the vitamins. So you've got Buzz Lightyear, you think he's going to be a good guy and look after your little one's health. But the truth is, glucose syrup and sugar are the first 2 ingredients in this gummy. So that is basically a sweet that has more sugar in it than Haribo with a little bit of vitamin added. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vitamins in there. So low dose vitamins, not good for their health. Then you think, okay, Bassett's, they must be good for my kids. Says sugar free, so hey, great, I'm giving them something healthy. But the first 3 ingredients are maltitol syrup, sorbitol, and sucralose, which have been shown to be disruptive for their gut. And it's the first 3 ingredients. So it's not just a little bit added to a can of drink, it's most of the gummy. Again, with super low dose vitamins. This one we're talking about 7 vitamins again, of only which 4 hit their 100% RDA, only 4. So that isn't going to be effective for their health. So when you're looking at multivitamins, you've got to get a good one, which is why we made Tonic multivitamin gummies, the world's first gummy with no sugar, no sweetener. It's made out of beetroot fiber, and it gives them 14 vitamins, minerals, and plants in high doses for their optimal growth and development. So a much better product here. Also, it's not in plastic, it's nice in glass. Now, onto the other areas of the vitamin aisle. Do you want immunity vitamins? Do you want to look after their gut? What do you want to do? With these ones, I think it's really down to what your kid needs. So, does your kid constantly get colds in September when they go back to nursery or school? Well, then think about an immunity vitamin that's going to increase their vitamin C, their vitamin D, their zinc content, and elderberries, which is a really good one. But again, the leading player in elderberries is a bit of elderberry, but so little vitamin C, it's really not going to do anything, and sugar as the first ingredient. So that's where Tonic again comes in with our immunity product. But then it's gut health, then it's other things like magnesium to help your kids rest and unwind. So you basically choose where your kids have a need, where they have a problem, where you see an issue in their behavior, in their daily life, or whatever's going on, and basically self-serve from there. But choose the multivitamin as the foundation and then self-serve the additional needs dependent on your kid and what they need. So don't get sucked into all the cool marketing. Make sure you always read the label and look at the number of vitamins and the doses of the vitamins to make sure your kid is getting good, healthy nutrition. And also, a lot of them will play tricky tactics on you where the ingredients aren't even on the label. You have to find this peel to reveal section and unwind it like that to see the true story of what's in your kids' vitamins. So this is glucose syrup and sugar as the first ingredient. It also has vegetable oils like rapeseed oil as the coating agent. And when you look at it, they're also using low grade, not methylated vitamins, which you can find in good quality nutrition. So they've obviously just focused all on the license, the branding, the marvel for your teenager. But the truth is about teenage vitamins, don't really need them. They can go straight to adults. You don't need that kind of older kids vitamin. You should really transition them at around 12 onto adults, in my view. And it's a very complicated, confusing section because you've also got chewables, right? Another kids vitamin is a chewable. And you think, well, that's going to be better because it's just a chewable tablet. But again, the first ingredient is xylitol, not as bad, but then second ingredient is sucralose, which is bad. And if you look at this ingredients list, it's got so many other things in there like maltodextrin, like sucrose, things that you don't want when you're giving your kids something healthy, right? With all these products, the biggest problem is you're in a way giving your kid a sugary sweet or an artificial sweetener hit first thing in the morning with their breakfast and teaching them to need a sweet every day. It's not right. It's not good for their health. You want to just give them natural, good nourishment in good quality doses and forms of nutrition without the junk so that they can live healthier and grow and develop properly. And so what I do for my kids is really simple. I make sure every day they have their multivitamin, and I'm always choosing the tonic multivitamin gummies because they're the only one with no sugar, no sweetener, made out of beetroot fiber, and they're the highest dose as well. So from a quality perspective, this gives them the best start in life. And then if it's back to school time, I'll add in the immunity gummy, or I'll add in a pre and probiotic if they've had a stomach flu or an upset stomach, or maybe had some antibiotics. Then I would go to the prebiotic category and the probiotic category. But otherwise, primarily just focus on the multivitamin, get that into your kids. And I do it from a young age because the more nutrients they get in young, the better they can build and grow their bodies. So with Jax, he absolutely loves his tonic gummies. It's a really nice part of his day, and I use it as a bit of a reward. If he's good, he can maybe get one extra, and I'll try and also split up the doses throughout the day. So if you're having multiple different gummies within a day, I'll have a couple in the morning, a couple in the afternoon to spread that nutrition dose out the day for optimal absorption as well.